Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We begin with Oriol Romeu, as it has been reported that new sporting director Deco has doubts about the 8 million euro rated Barca target, but manager Xavi wants the player. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about Eric Garcia, as it has been reported that Juventus are reportedly interested after Barca offered the player to the Italian Giants. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the stories in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona have been contemplating signing former youth player Oriol Romeu for quite some time now. As part of the club's plans to replace Sergio Busquets, Romeu has not been Barcelona's first choice by any measure this summer, but having been priced out of move for Joshua Kimmich and Martin Zubimendi, the club believe Romeu is the best suited alternative at the moment. According to Mundo Deportivo, the Barcelona technical board has reached a consensus about the same. It appears coach Xavi Hernandez is a huge admirer of the Girona midfielder, even though Deco had doubts about the Spaniard's abilities and overall quality. But Xavi insists Romeu has what it takes to shine at Barcelona. He is well versed with the positional system or the positional play system, which he learned during his time at La Masia. At 31, he has also established himself as an experienced and competent midfielder who can bring balance to the team. Barcelona's coaching staff believe Romeu can be an ideal replacement for Busquets because of his defensive work ethic. They want to deploy the Girona star in the number 6 position in order to offer more freedom to sign Ilkay Gundogan. Barca are aware of the fact that the German can be extremely useful in the attacking third of the pitch, whereas dynamic players such as Pedri and Gavi can be utilized well in the second line of press. With Romeu providing defensive support, Barcelona can hope to gain proper balance in the midfield next season. However, the Catalans have their task cut out as they look to reach an agreement with Girona. Recent reports suggest the midfielder could cost around 8 million euros this summer, which could prove to be quite significant for a midfielder currently in the final phase of his career. Barcelona are expected to try and lower the cost of that operation, so it will be interesting to see how things transpire in the coming weeks. Of course, Oriol Romeu signing still remains a doubt for some of the executives in the Barca board. Deco has been doubtful about the player's abilities to succeed, but manager Xavi still continued to push for the transfer, which means that had it not been for Xavi Hernandez, I don't think we could have been talking about Oriol Romeu till now. Just like in contrast, Deco wants Ivan Fresneda by all costs, but Xavi is not a huge admirer of Ivan Fresneda, the right back at Valladolid, and even wants to use Koundé ahead of Fresneda. If Fresneda make it to the Camp Nou, he won't be a starter, according to reports we got earlier today. So there are still some differences in opinions as to the executives responsible for the transfers, as managers Xavi's ideas haven't been aligned with some of the transfer targets. Oriol Romeu have been seen as a replacement for Busquets by manager Xavi after missing out on his top target Martin Zubimendi, as well as Joshua Kimmich, who were all very expensive and their respective clubs have refused to negotiate, and Barca can't pay the price that have been attached to them. And of course, players also like Sofian Amrabat, who was really willing and eager to join Barca. Barca couldn't fund the deal as well because of the price, and of course, despite the players' ability to come, Barca were wasting a lot of time, so the deal looked off the table as things stand. So Barca now having their fifth choice in that DM role of course, Oriol Romeu, who is a former La Masia player himself, and of course he understands certain things about Barca. And I think that is one of the key reasons why Xavi Hernandez have been insisting that Barca should go for Oriol Romeu. Personally, me, I don't see a reason why Barca keep pushing for Romeu as Busquets replacement. If Xavi thinks that it's all about, the technicality, because honestly, I don't see anything similar with Romeo and Busquets. You can never say this guy is a Busquets replacement. Never. I don't think they have anything, because Oriol Romeu is a physical type of midfielder. You can see only from his physique, and I believe that he's not the best suited in that role. Of course, Mendy was a player that was best suited, but Xavi couldn't sign him because of certain uncontrollable circumstances. And of course, as it stands right now, if Xavi wants Romeo, then good and fine. Because at the end of the day, if things don't work out, he should be the one to pay the price to be sacked. But let's see how things will go in the summer window. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona have been desperate to clear some of the dead wood from their squad in order to finalize the registration process of certain players, as well as complete signings and certain priorities. According to reports in Italy, as relayed by Sport, two of the names that Barca hope to dispose are Eric Garcia and Lenglet. The report states that Barca have offered a duo to Italian giants Juventus. Lenglet recently returned from his loan spell at Tottenham, but has chances of returning there on a permanent transfer. Despite the fact that the procedure is well underway, Barca are still looking for alternatives to assure his departure, and in recent days he has reportedly been offered to Juventus. In the summer of last year, Lenglet moved from Barcelona to Tottenham on a season-long loan. The French international played frequently for the Lily Whites. Still, Xavi does not see him in his plans next season, and the Blaugrana board is thus studying options to sell him. Juventus are looking for a defender in the market to add more quality and depth to their roster, and Barcelona have also offered Eric Garcia to the club. The Spanish central defender is another player who seems to be on his way out completely. Of course, as the competition in the back line is skyrocketing, playtime is bound to dwindle following Inigo Martinez's arrival. However, Garcia has shown no desire to depart Barca this summer and may offer resistance if he is put on the market. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.